So we must be recording now. Welcome everyone and thank you so much for joining in. As we can see, our fear is turning into reality because the price of Bitcoin is following this dead cat bounce pattern. Yes guys, after showing this retracement, a 50% retracement, the price got rejection exactly, you can see exactly after reaching between this 0.618 to 0.5 Fibonacci line, just like as shown here in an example of 50% retracement. And after that started showing this weakness, and I made it very clear on my yesterday video. Only after we gain support above this 24,600 between this 0.5 to 0.618 range, only after that we know this is not just a fake out, it is a continuation like this. But if we get rejection around this 0.5 to 0.618, then we have to be careful, because in that case the price of Bitcoin could be following this dead cat bounce pattern. And now you can see we are showing weakness and also a potential continuation here to the downside, because we know parallelly if that is going to play out, I mean this continuation here to the downside, then the price of Bitcoin in a daily time frame could be coming back to test the support from this rising wedge. Yes, rising wedge is considered as a bearish scenario, but this lower line is not just only a normal line which is holding the price, but we also have this crypto buy sell indicator, which will be another additional support, and also the CPR line. This is what we said yesterday, and you can see right now the price is showing weakness. So if this trend continuation is going to happen, I mean price getting attracted towards this lower line area, in that case we have to be extremely careful, because if we look at the RSI here to the downside in a daily time frame, there is a clear divergence. Yes, this here is a bearish divergence, so that's why this is additional risk what we are facing. So we need to be very careful and also monitor the price closely, because breaking below this key line of support here in the medium short term will result in another pullback, which could bring the price between 20,000 to 22,000 range before showing additional support. Because we know if we look at this price structure here a bit differently, I mean if we look at this in a 4-hour time frame, yes, we can call this a falling wedge, because the lower line here is holding the price and upper line is rejecting the price. So what we want the price of Bitcoin to do here in the medium short term is to break out of this key resistance line. Yes, if you break out of this key resistance line, then we know the price in that case could be again showing this bullishness, and also could be again trying to break out of this 0.618 to 0.5 Fibonacci line, but getting rejection or failing to continue this impulsiveness means we could be again getting attracted towards this lower trend line area. And now you can see guys, I just showed you this rising wedge lower line, which is around 23,300, along with this crypto buy sell indicator around 23,300. Even the lower line from this falling wedge is around 23,300 area. So that's why this is definitely going to be looked at as a potential downward target if the price fails to break out of this key line of resistance, but also a strong line of support which we are expecting a price of Bitcoin to hold. Yes, this lower line around 23,300 could be a very strong support for the immediate short term. But what we are not allowed to forget, 1.9 billion in Bitcoin options are set to expire today. The Bitcoin bulls must push the price above 24,500 on February 24th, which is today, to secure a potential $480 million profit. On the other hand, the bearish best case scenario requires 3.5% price dump below 23,000 to minimize their losses, because they were not expecting the price of Bitcoin to go this volatile in the last couple of days. So that's why it is going to be a very interesting day. So let's hope the bulls, the Bitcoin bulls, is going to push the price above 24,500, because we know if we do that, then we are going to break above this key line of resistance, and in that case we will be continue this uptrend towards 25,000 range one more time, because we know that means the price will be breaking out of this resistance line as well and turn this falling wedge into a bullish continuation pattern here like this. So that's why guys, that's why we are not allowed to lose this support at any cost, because if we are going to lose this support around 23,300 today, then we could be also falling another movement here like this. Yes, unfortunately this is a descending channel where the price is struggling to hold the support line. If you look at this rising trend line inside this descending channel, this rising trend line is a strong line of support, but also a line which acted as a resistance. When the price of Bitcoin tried to break out of it, you can see this exact line rejected the price, and after that we started showing this bearishness. But what I want you guys to look at is the price formation here. Price, after finding support at this lower line area from the descending channel, started showing bullishness, but this bullishness ended when we came exactly at this top of the channel, and after that we started showing weakness. But when we lost the support, this rising trend line support inside the descending channel, then you can see the price got rejected exactly from the same line which acted as a support, and then started this bearishness. So what I'm trying to show you here, in our case, we also had a very similar movement. Price tested the support from this descending channel, started showing bullishness, and this bullishness also ended after reaching the upper line area from this descending channel. So in our case right now, we are testing this key line of support just like here. So losing this here in the medium short term could be resulting in another pullback just like here, guys. Just like here before, right? Price chooses a trend duration. I mean the price of Bitcoin getting gravitated around the lower line area from this descending channel before choosing a trend duration, because in that case you can see the price could be again approaching around this 23,300 range. So that's why I just showed you with the previous example, 23,000 in the medium short term is a must hold support line for Bitcoin. And now you can see additional support from this descending channel as well. But you know, in a bigger picture, things might look a bit different. I mean, if the price actually has topped out after reaching the 25,000 range, then in that case, we can also look at this very simple price movement, which is unfollowing here in price action of Bitcoin. In the past price action, before the price of Bitcoin started this actual bullishness, before we started this actual parabolic move type of scenario, you can see what happened before. Before that, the price of Bitcoin was clearly in a downtrend, but once we overcame this key line of resistance, this long-term resistance line, after that we started this new impulsive movement here. A very similar scenario unfolded. So in our case, we are exactly at this key line of resistance, right? So we definitely want the price of Bitcoin to break above it. So if we fail, then there could be another retracement here to the downside, price coming to test the support line before starting a movement here like this. In that case, the price could be coming back to test the previous low one more time. And not only because of this example, I even showed you with this capitulation phase. You can see this long-term resistance line, right? And also the resistance from this 200 weekly moving average around this 25,000 range. So there is a very strong resistance around that area, 25,000 range, because getting rejection and price failing to continue that uptrend could result in an actual trend reversal, just like as shown here in a psychological of a market cycle chart, right? You can see price failing to continue this uptrend after reaching the price objective from this falling wedge, continue this trend here to the downside like this, because we know by doing that parallelly the price of Bitcoin will also continue this downtrend, because according to this distribution schematic from Wyckoff, in a bigger picture, I mean in a weekly frame, you can see failing to break out as result in another potential price pullback towards the next area of confluence, which could be lower than the previous low. So that's why we need the price of Bitcoin anyhow to find support above 25,000. Yes, breaking that and flipping into support means the price in our case could be actually showing a rally, a relief rally, just like here before, again showing another bearishness. I mean a continuation towards the next area of confluence here to the upside, which could bring the price around 28,000 to 30,000 range before choosing an actual trend duration. But for the medium short term, what we want the price of Bitcoin to do is to remain above 23,000, because around 23,000 we have some strong support, and failing that could mean a reversal towards the CPI line between 20,000 to 22,000 before price chooses a trend duration. So these were some of the quick updates that I wanted to share with you in today's video. If you enjoyed my work, then please guys, please destroy that like button, and also for those individuals watching for the first time, hit that subscribe button and the bell. Now by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye bye.